Yo, Kepes guy here. Hey, so we are in the kitchen. No, we're not cooking anything, but I do have something cooking up for you. And it's kind of wild what I'm thinking of doing, but we're gonna put a subwoofer in the ceiling in the home theater room. We're gonna try that and see what I think about it. And the reason why I decided to try this is because I have two subs in a room right now. The room's not that big, but I do like having multiple subs to make sure that all my seating and everything has the best base. So we're gonna put some subs in the ceiling, but maybe not the way you think that I am. So this video is not sponsored, but definitely kickstarted by Hyanka. They have sent me out so many different speakers to review, and they have sent me this subwoofer that's not just made for car audio, but they say in their site that this is also something you can use for home audio. So we're gonna test that out. This is a 12-inch sub that's rated to, I think, 1,000 watts max, 500 watts RMS. So we're gonna be putting this in the ceiling, and I do have an old subwoofer box that will fit this perfectly. We're gonna put this in the attic, firing through a hole that's in the ceiling already. So we're gonna have bass coming from above us. It's gonna be crazy. I don't know why I wanna do this, but when you're in your home, you can do whatever the fuck. Anyway, so before we go up to the attic, let's talk about this subwoofer here. So this is a 12-inch sub rated for 500 watts RMS. I got the dual 2-ohm version. They come in dual 2 or dual 4, depending on how you want to configure. I had the 2-ohm one, and this is going to be really nice. I've had other Hyanka subs on the channel before, and I am highly impressed. Now this comes in at well under $100. I think $87 or $89 right now on Amazon. And if this is anything like what they sent me before, this subwoofer may appear to be cheap, but this is beating some of your favorite brands. I'm gonna tell you that right now. This sub is a better sounding sub than some of your name brand subs you're used to. So I am more than excited. If I can get this out of the box, I am more than excited to do this video for you guys and show you this sub and how it sounds in my ceiling. So yes, this is a budget sub, and you can tell immediately from the weight, from the plastics, even the enclosure for the magnet, the motor is encased in plastic. And when you press on it, there's a little bit of a concern. You can really hear some of the cheaper materials in here, but like I said, I've used some of their subs before and I've been thoroughly impressed. This isn't their best model, but I do have pretty similar expectations. We have stitched surrounds, ribs on them for integrity, really big dust cap. All of my terminals are right here, positive and negative. These are dual 2, so you can wire it in 2 ohms, 1 ohms, 4 ohms, whatever you want to do. It's really nice, right? So I do have some speaker wire, 100 feet of it, because we're going to be putting this in the ceiling, like I said, and wiring it to my crown amplifier. And I'm going to plug only this sub up and turn off all my other subs so we can hear exactly what it's going to do inside of this box right here. So let me get you guys into the attic and show you my game plan. I hate climbing in the attic. It's just, there's so much insulation up there, but let me show you, take you off the tripod and show you what I've done. And I've already listened to some music to test this. So got some cleaning to do, but in the attic, if we head up here, so the sub is sitting to the left there. And in my theater, that is the front left Atmos speaker. It's sitting above that Atmos speaker, firing down into an already cut out hole. And my Atmos speakers aren't sealed enclosures, they're open baffles, so that bass is going right through that hole with that speaker. So my theory is I wired it all the way over to the back like I did all my Atmos speakers. Let me get back down the ladder here. So my theory was that if I was to put that sub above that speaker, it would fire through that hole there and it would be an in-ceiling sub, way better than a normal traditional in-ceiling sub because it's actually in a box. So this is the crown amplifier that is powering it right now. And I gotta be careful because that's 500 watts RMS. This is like 2,000 or 2,500, so you gotta be careful. But I've listened to it already and it is the coolest thing ever. You can clearly hear the bass. I turned off that sub. I turned off my other one, and the only one that's playing is the one in the attic. I shut the attic door, and you can easily hear some really deep, beautiful bass, and it actually rattles the floor. So the bass is going through the joists and going through this, wow, why am I losing my mind about what these things are called? But anyway, it's going through the entire house and vibrating the ground, so you can get tactile bass from the ceiling. It's wild. I'm gonna switch my microphone over so you guys can kind of hear. I'm gonna be really honest with you guys. I did not expect that to be as good as it is. I did not expect it to work as well as it did. That sub sitting up there truly sounds like it's sitting in the room, and it does vibrate the floor, which makes no sense. I guess it's going through the joists and everything, and the studs in the wall, and it's vibrating the floor, which is really cool because it adds to the tactile feel. But the sound quality is actually very good. It does not sound like a car audio sub like you would think, like loud and boomy. It has really deep rumbly bass, and it fits really well in the system. Again, they say on their site that it's not just for car audio, it is also a home sub. So thank you to Hyanka for sending this out for review. Now, the reason why I really wanted to try this out is because I was actually thinking about putting subs in the ceiling already, and this was my experiment to do so. What I plan to do now that I know this works, this sub here is sealed dual 15s. They're Ultimaxes. Those are also dual sealed 15s. I'm gonna put single sealed 15s in those spots now. So I'm gonna have a total of 5 or 6 subs in here. And depending on how it sounds, I may just eliminate having subs in the room at all. Imagine coming in here, sitting in the seat, looking around, you're like, wait a minute, where are all your subs at? And then I play something and you hear all this bass. Imagine what kind of mind game that is to only see speakers like this, speakers on the wall, and then getting crazy amounts of bass and vibration and tactile feel. You're gonna lose your mind like, where's that coming from? Oh my gosh. Little do you know, there are subs hidden on the other side of the ceiling firing into the Atmos speaker holes into the room. That is such a cool thought, and I'm so glad that that worked out because now I think I'm going to do that. I'm gonna build single 15s sealed in the ceiling and put them down there. Maybe sealed, depends. I might go ported just because they're gonna have to fight through the drywall. But it worked very well. Don't know how well that came through on camera. So I want you guys to leave me a comment and let me know what you guys think of this idea. I'm young, so I'm still able to crawl around and get in the attic and do crazy stuff. Nobody on YouTube in the audio channel is gonna do silly, crazy things like this, so it just makes the channel more unique. I love having fun and trying new things, whatever. So let me know what you guys think of my idea. Do you think it's worth it putting sealed subs in the ceiling untraditionally? And maybe leaving those in and replacing my subs down. But what do you guys think about the whole idea? I'm curious to know. I know it's silly, but it's fun. You're not gonna see it on anybody else's channel but mine. So let me know what you guys think about it. I think it sounds really cool. And I think the thought of seeing those subs, but hearing them is a really cool effect, and I may do it. So let me know what you guys think down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to Hyanka for sending this out to me for review. There will be a link in the description box. Definitely get one for yourself. It is the best sub, under $100, and it sounds better than your favorite brands. It plays louder than your favorite brands. And it's right on Amazon, so you can get it in 2 days. So thank you to them for sending it out to me for review. Be sure to check all of my other videos that I've done with them. I've done so much work with them. They are great. They're not sponsors. I'm not required to like anything about them, but they just are a good product. So Stay tuned for the next video. Wednesday is subscriber showcase. Make sure you come see that. We will see you in that next video. K-Pace guy out. Peace.